Hello everyone and welcome back for another episode of Disciples Liberation. We're still in the Plains of the Widows. We've just taken out the rebel stronghold, and I thought we'd talk to Baron Gaultier before we head back to Yulin and check our new building blueprint. In the barony's muddy courtyard, a large jovial man inspects a broken carriage with several arrows protruding from splintered sides. He waves you over. You there, I need a mercenary's eye. This is the third caravan what's been attacked in the wood. What do you make of these arrows? They missed their real target? No one intentionally hits the broadside of a caravan. Specifically no elf shooter. This is a warning shot. They spook the riders away, steal the goods, and no one gets hurt. No one but me and my banker. These are your caravans? Aye, they were. I'm Baron Gaultier. They're mine, this barony's mine. And that makes this elf problem mine. Now, you got a keen eye. So what if I tell you there's money, mead, and honour to the one who sorts this out? I'll find the elves who did this. You're talking my language, Baron. Since that makes us partner, call me Galt. Okay. Well, we don't need any of the dig-in story. Leave the problem with me. I'll find the elves who did this. And Galt, call me Abby. Cool. With these various side quests, we do obviously have easy, medium, and hard. So we'll probably look at She Who is Marked Pure first. But we're going to head back to Yillian, as I alluded to at the start of the episode, and see what we can do with regards to available slots, like building the blacksmith, upgrade equipment, merge emotion shards. So the blacksmith's forge is being constructed. Here you'll be able to upgrade your equipment. Upgraded equipment has improved stats. Bear in mind that equipment can only be upgraded 4 times. Also, the blacksmith requires resources, and the tier of the blacksmith forge will determine how many times equipment can be upgraded. That's fine. So we can currently do it once, but once is still better than 0 times. Okay, so faint shards of anger become mild shard of anger. Okay, that literally just buffs it and makes it better. And you can't mix and match. That's what I'm seeing with this. Okay, well, there's no reason to not merge them, other than the fact it costs money, but... And speaking of money, actually, let's gather our resources before these get anywhere close to being maxed out. Yeah, it's going to take quite a bit more to get things where I want them. Right, upgrade equipment. Does it do the ones that are equipped by other people? It looks like it has everything in here, including stuff that we're using. It'd be good to know what we're using, or be able to dismantle stuff. So over here, I'm using the short sword of the taxman. Let's actually... Yeah, it just de-equips them, right. So we'll need to bear that in mind. Short sword of the taxman, that's the first thing we're going to do. There it is. There wasn't any others. Sure, we can afford the resources to do this at the moment. That's a bit better. I think this is the... Oh, it has just gone straight ahead, but I suppose because this merged them together, didn't it? Okay, so dexterity and critical chance leather boots. That's the next. These ones. That's everything on the left-hand side. Then the intelligence critical chance headband, Constitution, physical resistance, leather armor. Coming along nicely. Last but not least, strength and constitution chain leggings. Doesn't feel like a huge upgrade, that one, but any upgrade's better than none. Okay, what have you got? So you're using the old ceremonial sword, dexterity and power. And you're using the staff of the prior, of course. So we'll get them upgraded as well. Staff of the prize turned out pretty nicely, actually. We can talk to Orion while here, but let's check see if we have any things to research. Impales an enemy with thorny vines, dealing divine damage and inflicts poison. So we have quite a few divine spells now. Interesting. All of these are marked with a yellow dot. I wonder if there are any that could be a blue dot. I suspect not. Yeah, just moving over them, I didn't see anything like that. Right. Meet the companions. Let's have a chat with Orion. I wanted to talk to you about your role, Ori. I was thinking counselor, maybe treasurer. I want someone I can trust. No one's ever trusted me before. No one's smart, anyway. You sure? Of course I'm sure. Counselor Ori, let's discuss the state of Nevendar. Okay, well, let's have a look at the map. So yeah, we are still focused. In fact, I don't want to move to any of these. Do we have to select one? Fine, we'll go to Hurric and then we'll come back. Around you, scorched arcane stone spines up from the ground like violent daggers. This place is not naturally forming, you think. But at the same time, you have no idea what purpose these structures serve.
Charming place. Now, where to?
Hurric's celebration of the molten moon's last decades. They say it's some kind of festival to make the twin moons align. Part of the festival is the crowning of a champion in the pits.
I see where you're going with this. We're looking to rally people to join us in Ilion, and the people are looking for a champion.
Actually, I was thinking, where there's a festival, there's a drink.
Well, fighting and drinking definitely sounds like fun.
Fighting and drinking. My two favorite hobbies united at last. Well, two of my three. Let's head out.
Okay, we're not actually going to explore here, despite the quest name, A Spleen for a Spleen. Let's go back and talk with Ori again. Looking over the manifest of the keep, and it's pretty unbelievable how much gold we have. I'd say we should consider spending. Yeah, let's head back to the Plains of the Widows. Because we're not done here yet. And I hate moving on from an area before being done with it. Now, if I go to our journal, so the main quests, it has actually moved us on with the main quest now that we've spoken with the priest, the prior. So I think we'll do the side quest and then we'll move on. So we need to find Vauquelin's wife. there's no immediately obvious location that this could be. But there is still more that we haven't explored in this place. Yeah, the poisonous vines are going to stop us really digging too far, and then the corruption growth as well. But we can head into Castle Hale and have a nose around down there. I don't remember if we completely explored all the downstairs or not. But now that we've dealt with the rebel encampment, certainly we can come back here. It's the room where we got all the goodies out of random people who've been purified. I was honestly expecting our friend the Prior to still be here. Well, we can always go and talk to the sister in the other underground church area. See if we can convince her to... yeah, we can't come through this. There's definitely something that way, but we might need to gain access from a different direction. Okay, well, I haven't seen any immediate levers or anything like that, so let's push round. And we'll see what we find underground. Right. Jahane, how fares our quest for holy purity? Glad you asked. Those of the holy sites to the north asked for you by name. I've heard Port Grimald suffers because of the cursed servants of Bethrazin. The people there must hunger for purification. Oh, they hunger, all right. And I'll deliver them. I'll deliver myself to them immediately. I'm sure you will. But first, I believe the phrase "handsomely rewarded" came up at some point. Yes, of course. This is your chance of redemption, and redemption you've earned, as well as a generous payment. When we find ourselves serving the High Father's will in the future, walk in his light, Aviana. Amazing! So that's, by the looks of it, given us another level up, another skill point, another spell blueprint, Shard of Pride, Robe of Purity, a bit of reputation with the Legion of the Damned, and lost a little bit with Empire, but that's a worthwhile trade-off. So we were putting points into Nimble. Yeah, getting that 40% dodge if we get hit with a critical is going to be useful. And there is, of course, another spell blueprint, but that will mean going back to Gillian in order to actually research it. I think we can hold off for the moment while we dig around a bit further underground. I suspect that these two areas link up. We just haven't figured out how to actually open it up yet. Well, we can have a chat with Isabeau. You there. I've come looking for the woman who was surrendered to the Veil by her husband. She who is Isabeau has died. I am reborn, a cup for his holy light to fill. You wait a moment, expecting Isabeau to continue. She simply stares blankly forwards. Whatever is happening behind those eyes, you'll never know. We're too late. She's a maiden of the High Father now. Then we end this here. If this were to happen to us, we'd want someone to show us pity and end it. Aviana, this happened to me. I was taken, I was etched upon, forced to bask in the High Father's holy light. She's not lost, but reborn. Now you speak to a child, but give her time and she will become a proud maiden of the High Father. At the very least, let her choose her fate. Yeah, I agree. I don't want to alienate Coruscant. So, fine. We bring her back to her husband or end this right here. Which is it? Neither. The holy light is weak of heart and flesh. You know this as I do. His body must be marked pure. Bring him to me. I said we're getting you out of here. I came to free you from this place, and that's what I'm gonna do. No, you're not. Oh, with those troops, yes, we are. Definitely. I do not see them standing up to this. These are new. So, what are these? Divine Mana Shards. Destroy it to gain powerful benefits, otherwise beware its detonation. Okay. I'm curious enough.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
We can actually push
Now you
right
see me?
on through. So let's do that.
Let's move. Die.
And I think coming in and smacking these is... Actually, I should have checked both of them. Primal Mana Shots. Yeah, we want to be hitting all of them.
Glory and honor. Holding the line.
I am trying to save our special abilities.
Pressing the enemy on the offensive.
Nice try, my friend. Here comes the Retribution. That's not too bad. We've got Retribution of our own, but we're going to use it on the
I go.
on the shards, I think.
Scorch the security.
And from here we might be able to hit it as well. Yeah, look at that. Just about.
Glory and honor. Now you see me.
Well, we might as well announce our
Feel the
presence.
snake's bite.
You're done. Meet your fate.
Okay, so everyone else other than the person that destroyed it gets in trouble. That's good to know.
Wear them down.
Yeah, your healing is not really going to help you much.
You will be purged. Scorch the security.
Especially not when we have the major nukes coming in. Ooh, that gets blocked by that. Okay, let's get some healing over here. Help out. Yeah, you probably don't want to be
Breaking the
standing
line.
directly in there. So you've been confused. We should try summoning.
There will
Have to
be
remember
no
next
surrender.
turn. going to detonate in 2 turns by the looks of it.
Feel the snake's bite.
Wow, big hit.
I'll sneak past them. We make our stand here.
Okay, Spellbook. Summon Lesser Devil. Let's put it there.
You're done.
Hi! Oh, he looks cool. That's good fun. Right, let's come around to here. We are confused because of that, but... So, what does the Lesser Devil have? If it's a backline, then Demonic Resistance, sure. Otherwise, Bow Shot and Poison Arrow. Okay, so it's a ranged unit. Something next to this person might not have been the best, but probably not the worst.
Burn this flesh.
Solid hit though. Well, let's get in and
You will be purged.
start the damage output on you.
Glory and honor.
Step on round. Step away from it. Uh-oh, yeah, we're going to need to get further away than that.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
That's alright.
I'll sneak past them.
Time to get away. I quite like ranged units. When there's no obstacles, very, very cool. Charge on in. That's okay, that's just my summon.
Moving. Face your death.
We are a little bit low on mana, but we can always recoup that. Should be able to smack it with the Shadow Bolt.
Pressing the enemy. Holding the
Pressing them with my shield. And you are definitely going to step out of the range. Let's just, we'll just put you here where it's nice and safe.
Now you see me? Feel the snake's bite.
Down she goes. So, we can now drag her corpse back to her husband, and I'm sure he'll be appreciative. With the battle over, you find some robes folded into a cabinet nearby. Ori, quick, bind her. Orion ties the unconscious Isabeau as you twist the robes into an impromptu sack. Clever as always. Let's get her out of here before we're found out. Yeah, I concur. But I also want to explore a little bit further. We've been round here before, but this is new. You hesitantly approach the strange mirror-like ball, but the closer you get, the more a mysterious force pushes you away. I think that's new. I don't remember seeing it before. Well, with Isabeau secured, let us return. And replenishing our mana is useful as well. Right. Vorkalin, the Holy Light. You wait until nightfall to return to the chambers of the Holy Light, so as not to draw suspicion. My Isabeau, set her there, gently, gently. You should know they've done something to her mind. It's part of the purification ritual. What matters is she's with me now, safe. What will you do now? You can't stay here. What's your plan? We run. I have provisions, money, a steed. We ride for the lows in the morning. What if she doesn't want to be with you? She didn't want to come. We had to take her by force. I understand, and I thank you. In time she'll forgive me, and we'll go back to how things were. You'll see. Not convinced, mate. Before I go, pay me. There is payment owed. Yes, I planned for that too. Here, take it. It's more than generous. As you leave the chamber, Isabeau stirs. It isn't until you're outside you hear the clanging of guards rushing to the holy light, and his pained screams echoing from the windows. Ori, if I ever start talking about marriage, I mean, really start talking, remind me of today, would you? Gladly. Though something tells me that's not going to be a problem. 2,000 gold, minus 10 reputation with Empire. Wow. So those kind of quests can really, really tank how the world sees us. We are still slightly positive, but generally speaking, we are neutral. So, inroads. Find the caravan's elven attackers. That's the one that the barony was just talking about. We can scout the territory quite quickly. That's blocked by the vines. Although, clashing forces and Tawan the hook-backed. Alright, let's have a chat. Deep in the eastern wood you discover two parties nearly ready to paint the muddied forest floor with their blood. Just once I want to meet one elf that isn't a cold-blooded murderer. And I, as a plainsfolk, who's more than an arrogant, thieving liar. He was a child. Your son was an intruder on the ancestral home of the Tide dynasty. He did not heed our warning. So you shot him through the throat? Yeah, let's listen, see how this plays out. You stay safely out of sight and out of range of a stray arrow. My bow is not done feasting on trespassers. The ensuing skirmish is nearly over before it begins as the plainsfolk and elves rip into each other, tearing them to bloody pieces. Whatever it was about, you'll never know. Better them than us. Yeah, I think we had an idea of what it was about, but can anyone clear the vines yet? No. Let's speak to Taiwan the hook-backed. A crisp crack of air is the only warning for the elven arrow launched at your feet. Your eyes follow its trajectory up. Trees, birds singing aimlessly, and a dome of sky beyond, but no elf in sight. Whoever you are, you missed. It's an elfin greeting. It means you're entering their territory. One of two greetings, in fact. The next is an arrow through the neck. A small party of elves emerged from the foliage. You're out-armed and surrounded. Step forwards and die. Step back and be spared. Yeah, I mean you no harm. I only came to talk. The Baron Galt claims these forests and this road is his. His false claims mean nothing to me. You're at the border of the Tyrannial, the ancestral home of the Tide dynasty. My dynasty. Did the man tell you what his caravans transport? No. But I didn't ask. Wise. There's no use asking these plainsfolk to tell the truth. The Baron sends dragon eggs stolen from mighty Enk. Impossible. I met Enk myself. She'd have eaten the man alive. Sensing your disbelief, the elf brings you to a nest of massive broken eggs. One remains intact, carefully packed into a box marked Medical Wares of B. Gaultier. There. Do you see now? Unbelievable. There are so many. Some fragments look to be hundreds of years old, almost ready to hatch. Goltier invades our lands with these stolen goods, then lies about it. Even for the plainsfolk, he shocks me. Well, I'll be taking that egg. The only one who could be trusted with the egg is me. Give it to me. You invade our lands, then make demands and speak of trust. This dragon's first meal will be your flesh. I really want a dragon of my own. Especially if you're going to be going up against a dragon, it'd be useful to, you know, have dragons. Alright, so what things have we got on the battlefield? Of resistance, straightforward enough. Seal of confusion, we don't want to be touching that. So,
feel my blades bite. Now you see me.
Let's come in down here with Ori. That's a impressive opening salvo. Very impressive. This is a pretty good offensive spell, actually, looking at it. So there's Shadowcaster. Can heal. Oh, except they're out of range, of course. Well, what I'll do for now is get a spot of healing in myself.
You're mine.
And we'll move up here, try and encourage them to move in a bit. You can wait. Let's see where they go. Okay, that's to be expected. You have fallen into my trap. Ha 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 ha. Double strike. Okay. And we come in here, big hit. Get that flank going. And I think we're going to come straight down the front.
The enemy. On the offensive.
I think they're gonna get nuked. Perfect. Hit him with ranged.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
Such a big hit, and down he goes.
You mess with Abby, you mess with me.
Yeah, you've said that, Ori. And you know, stay where you are, because with the flank, oh, not quite finished it off. Close, not quite. Let's move in so we're a bit better positioned for this one.
Breaking the line.
And we should be able to get him gone. There we go. They're running on empty.
This suffering must end.
A little bit of healing in, mostly for the regen. And you're going to try and heal yourself up as well. It's a nice thought. but I do think that you're probably going to die.
I'll sneak past them. I'll sneak past them.
So right up into the top.
Let's move.
Abby coming in. Block off on this side. And start the pain.
Glory and honor.
I wonder if that's in range. It might be just... Oh, just on the edge. It'll do. I did think that it might do that. Trapping the AI with only one realistic way out. Kind of forces them to go through the hazardous terrain. So the Elven Alliance obviously didn't like that. But it's more experience, more gold. And the Baron will appreciate... Well, no, the Baron won't appreciate it because we're taking the egg. Without a second thought, Orion plucks the dragon's egg from its box, and you make a hasty retreat. Okay, well, on that, that's probably a good point for us to finish this episode off. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. I do hope you have enjoyed. As always, if you have, be sure to give a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so, and you'll be told when the next episode goes live. Otherwise, I'll see you next time for another episode of Disciples Liberation. See you soon.